So when I was a kid, I was off like a lot of kids, right? I was interested in a lot of sort of things that are sort of sciencey. You know, I like dinosaurs, and that was a big thing. And I can see that in my nieces and nephews. A lot of people go through that phase. And I was interested in astronomy pretty early, among other things. I remember even grade school being interested in reading books about the planets and stuff like that. Um, there were scientists in my family, so it was a normal thing to try on. It was like, well, maybe I could do my dad was a chemist. And my mom was a physical therapist, so there was a while I thought about being a physical therapist before she told me how she had to dissect cadavers in school, and then well, maybe not. But I think having some relatives, my dad and aunts and uncles and people who were scientists is also something that got me thinking about that was something that one might do. So it was in the spectrum of possibilities. Although I was interested in lots of things and kept being interested even through college, considering majoring in other things. But astronomy was definitely a thing, and that was sort of a common theme. In high school, I was a member of sort of basically an amateur astronomy club for high school students. It was part of a Boy Scout, it was actually a Boy Scout Explorer post. But that was a big thing, and I still have friends from that group from when I was in high school. That sort of encouraged me, to have peers who are interested in astronomy and computers and that kind of thing. Actually, one thing that probably I found really exciting in sort of my high school years was the Voyager results coming back from like Jupiter and Saturn. I just loved that. That was something that was really I found that pretty. That was just really neat. I'm starting to think it was inspirational, but so NASA planetary data was those missions was really something I remember paying attention to as a kid. And then I went to college and I wasn't sure. I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do biochemistry. I was interested in genetics and again interested even I went to a liberal arts school and really enjoyed all the different things that I could study. But in the end, the physics was pretty interesting, and I had always had that astronomy idea in my head that was something I was interested in. So I ended up majoring in physics, and then I went to graduate school, and again I went to a graduate department that was pretty broad. It had atmospheric science and planetary science and astrophysics and all sorts of things in it, and I thought all those were really interesting, but you have to specialize in something. So it ended up being the sun.